One of the most nostalgic clubs in the world, Fiorentina. Everyone knows that Nintendo's 90s kit, and God, I wish I was wearing that today. Instead, it's the purple Baltimore Ravens kit. But today, we're going to be rebuilding ACF Fiorentina. We can get back to the days of Rui Costa, Enrico Chiesa, Gabriel Batistuta, and see if we can win them their first Serie A title since 1969, and hopefully add a couple of Coppa Italias to that as well. The goal for this rebuild is to make them a guaranteed top 4 side in the Serie A and potentially lift a couple along the way. Maybe even a Champions League, you never know. Let's see how we get on the next 5 years as Fiorentina manager. What's going on there, guys? Kenby here, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another rebuild. Of course, it is 2 rebuilds a week, 2 tactics a week, and this time we are rebuilding Fiorentina over in Italy. One thing I will ask from you guys, if you've got any ideas of who to rebuild, get them down in the comments below, and we will try and get them down in the next couple of weeks because I'm loving making these rebuilds recently. And if you've got any fantastic ideas, make sure to let me know them down below. But today is time for Fiorentina, and the tactic we are using with Fiorentina as well is the overachieving 4-2-3-1 that I built with Mauricio Pochettino. That video came out on Monday. If you have not seen that, head up above me, click that link and watch the tactics video so you can download this tactic. It's available on Sort Out SI and on my Discord channel, so feel free to come to that as well. All links are in the description if you do want to download the tactic. And this save file at the end of Season 5 will be going in the Discord as well, so you can pick it up from where we get to. But the question is, where will we be in 5 years' time? And what I've done is the first season, as I do every time, is I lock the tactic in, I sim forward 1 year and see how things get on. We've qualified for the Europa League. Last year was the Conference League, so it's a minor upgrade straight away. Level on points with qualifying for Champions League straight away, which is great to see. The formation is doing well, but can we do even better? Next year, I imagine Juventus will be back. They got 31 points this year. A shocking season from them, to be honest. But they'll be back next year because they have not got that deduction in points. The quarterfinals of the Coppa Italia by Parthenope, obviously Napoli, and the quarterfinals of the Conference League have been good to win that one because I hope we never have to see it again. I hope from this season onwards, it's Europa League this year, and then for 3 or 4 years after that, it is just the Champions League. We've got £30 million to spend. Who can we bring in? The squad itself is good. It's not too bad at all. You've got players like Luka Jovic, Barak, Nico Gonzalez is fantastic on this game. Some brilliant stats. Sofian Amrabat had a fantastic World Cup for Morocco and is certainly going to stay in this team for hopefully the whole of the rebuild. Same as Nikola Milenkovic as well, and possibly even Dodo at right back. So they've got some good players. In terms of young players, they've got this man, Riccardo Brasici, as well. See if he's going to develop. He's got 4.5-star potential ability, current ability of 2-star, and he's 16. Make sure to check him out in your save. In terms of the club itself, I believe they have also got, let me just find it, is it 6 to 18 in youth facilities? So decent youth facilities. Needs to get a little bit better on the old youth recruitment, but certainly a club built to build. Can we build them to Italian giants? Not even European giants. That might be a step too far, but the Viola need to dominate Italy. Let's see if we can do that. Let me find you some transfers and we'll bring you back before the start of season number 2. Well, £100 million has been spent, and I think it's been spent very, very well as well. I mean, it's the cover star. It has to, I haven't made the thumbnail yet, but it has to be this cover star. This guy can go on to do absolutely anything in real life if he wants to. I think he is fantastic. Plagued by injuries, obviously. Is it like a year he's been out for? 9 months with a damaged cruciate knee ligament. So I cannot wait for this guy to be back and back playing football properly. 41 million with a future fee of 44. Unbelievable signing. We started with 30 million. We sold 21 million. Obviously a little bit on the old never never. But Florian Wirtz is going to be our Rui Costa. He's going to be our Dele Alli in the Pochettino tactic. He's going to be playing that shadow striker role. Just 20 years of age. What a special player we have on our hands. I think he's going to lead us to absolute glory. And a goalkeeper that I think can massively help as well is Justin Bijlow. I have no idea how you say that, if that's correct. Big dub. Value of 35 to 43 million pounds. You paid 32 million for him. Fantastic player is Justin Bijlow. A great goalkeeper and always develops very, very well. And I thought, again, we'll get a little bit of Samba in. Marcos Leonardo. Obviously, maybe a little bit young. He's 20 years of age, so he's the same as Flo Wirtz, but maybe not quite the developed player as him. Just been playing in Brazil with Santos. £12 million. A fantastic deal for him. He looks very, very good. And obviously, you can tell there's a little bit of a trend here. We're going for young, up-and-coming talent. So Aaron Chimacchelia from Roma, I think it was. Torino even. £10 million. This guy looks brilliant. 18 years of age. He's a centre mid or an advanced playmaker in cam. I think he looks very, very good and one for the future. Leandro Morgala is a player I've signed in a previous save when he was unbelievable. I've tried to sign him now at a very good price and a very young age. 3.7 million from 1860 Munich. Go and check this kid out. Odin Thiago Holm, another fantastic player. Can play along the midfield, centre mid or centre attacking midfielder. Very good rotation option for us, 20 years of age, from Norway. And then free signings as well. These are some of the youth players that have come in, so I won't go through all of them. In terms of leaving the club, we have sold Rolando Mandragona to RB Leipzig for 7 million, Barak for 6 million, Zikowski, Malé, Montano and Bianchi also leaving for over £1 million. But the squad is looking much, much better now. And we look at this starting 11. I think it's fantastic. Bislow in goal. Dodo, Milenkovic, Igor, Briagi is the back four. Amrabat and Castrovilli is the two centre mids. Nico Gonzalez on the right. Florian Wirtz in the cam role. Leonardo on the left and Jovic up top. We've got Morgala and Martinez Quattro as the backup centre-backs. You've got Terzic as your backup left-back. Holman, Bonaventura as your two centre-mids. Jonathan Icone is still here. Chimagachella, Bacalo and Arthur Cabral as well. Another very, very good player. It'll be interesting to see who plays more games out of him and Luka Jovic. And can Luka Jovic hit that fantastic potential you thought he did have? Let's see. Let's go forward to the second season. Can we win the Europa League? Can we win the Coppa Italia? Can we win the Serie A? Let's have a little look. Well, I didn't expect this to happen quite so quickly. We've won the Serie A in the first season, and by the looks of it, we pretty much were there for the whole season. A couple of dips into second, but from game week 4 onwards, we were winners of the league. Okay. It took us 1 year. We've completed the rebuild, so we'll finish the... We won't finish the video here, obviously. We need to go on and dominate, but just 1.82 goals per game, conceding just 0.82. But I suppose we were just consistent over the whole season. Just 4 losses all season, 9 draws and 25 wins. Runners up in the Europa League as well. Who did we lose the final to? It was 4-3 to Valencia. And it was oh my good God. What did I just see? 94 for 95th minute goals from Andre Almeida. We were 3-2 up in the 94th minute and we lost because of a Portuguese centre mid. How's that happened? That's out. We could have had a double in the first season. That is outrageous. A very, very good second season. Nico Gonzalez smashed it. 20 goals. Wirtz, Leonardo, Milenkovic, Jovic, Brekalo all getting above 10. Icone getting 9 as well. Assist-wise, we have Dodo, Briagi, the two wing-backs doing very well. Kone, Bonaventura and Brekalo all above 10 assists as well. A fantastic first season and a very good one from Flo Wirtz as well. I mean, where do we go from here? We've got £25 million to spend. Can we go back to back? Let me see what signings we can make and see if we can get this team even better. I think it might be a one-off. Let me have a little look. We're not quite the 100 million that was spent the season before. Maybe more of a rebuild and maybe a bit of a smarter window this one. Just £33 million spent, 9 million goings out as well. So about £24 million is what we ended up spending overall this season. And the main one we brought in is Rooney Bargi, a fantastic right winger, 18 years of age. Pick him up in your saves. It's just £12 million. What can you say about those stats at 18? He's unbelievable. Go and get him in your save. Dan Axel Zagadou, a very good centre-back, left-footed, which was the key reason we signed him, with some great jumping, reach and heading as well. Just £10 million for him. Luca Pellegrini to be the Briagi replacement at left-back. We'll see what he can do. Brought in from Juventus for just £7 million. Magnus Smelhus Xiong from Valengra, the same club as Thiago Holm. A very good goalkeeper, young, 22 years of age. He looks really good, and he's just so young as well, and he's going to be a great backup for the rest of this save. And then we brought in some players on a free. Davy Klaassen, number 1, a free contract, and a very good one at that. A bit of smart business. Blas from FC Nantes, a very, very good signing, worth £60 million. It was a free contract. Madness from us. Ethan Laird, an absolute legend. If you know Ethan Laird, you know how good he can be. If you don't know Ethan Laird, get to know him. He's on loan at QPR right now. We're in the mud a little bit, but Ethan Laird is my boy, and he's coming as a backup right back. And Hannibal Mejbri as well. We've brought him in, see if he can progress. He hasn't quite progressed as well as you may hope. We're going to try and get him out on loan and see what game time he can get. We've got a busy, busy time ahead. We've got Champions League, Serie A, Supercoppa and Coppa Italia. Maybe the goal should be, can we win all 4 in this 5 years? Let's see if we can win any more at the end of season number 3. Well, I tell you what, as a second full season as manager of Fiorentina, one that I expected a lot more from season number 3, and we didn't expect what we had in season number 2. Second place to AC Milan, 82 points is actually very, very good. I think it's what we got last year and we won the league on 83. So just a point behind last season, with a few good young players brought in. Knocked out in the playoff round by Leipzig, by Leverkusen, sorry, in the Champions League, which I believe is, we made the Real Madrid-Barcelona final. What a final that is. We made the league phase, I guess, come 12th, and then in the knockoff playoff round, we lost on penalties to Bayer Leverkusen, which is absolutely gutting, but it's not the end of the world, and we will move on from that. Maybe next season we can do better. The Coppa Italia runners-up is gutting. Been good to tick that after this, but Milan really had a dominant season. They smashed the league, they smashed the Coppa Italia, and I'm guessing they beat us here as well. No, we lost to Torino on penalties. Fantastic. Well, that's not very good, but we'll move on from that. How did the squad do? Who has scored all the goals? It's Luka bloody Jovic, 22 goals in just 26 games. I mean, that's very, very impressive from Luka Jovic. He actually looks really, really good, and he can score your goals. So go and get Luka Jovic. Florian Wirtz, our star boy in Cam, looks brilliant. 20 goals this season, 9 assists. Nico Gonzalez, 19 goals, 4 assists. Milenkovic, 17 goals, 2 assists. Leonardo, a coming-of-age year, 17 goals, 10 assists as that inside forward on the left. Blas, the free contract, 12 goals, 9 assists. Rooney Bargi got 23 assists from the right wing position. Now that right wing position is pretty much a creative attacking playmaker on the right, and he's absolutely nailed that. He's done so well over on that right wing. Dan getting a few goals as well. Briaghi doing well with the assists. Looks like he played more than what's his name? The other guy we signed, the Pellegrini, only played 8 games, and Briaghi played 46. There, it's Briaghi. My voice is struggling a little bit. Let's go forward. The end of this season, the start of next. What transfers have we got to do? Let's have a little look. We've got 38 million, so some good money to spend. Well, just the 3 signings coming in this season. 61 million pounds has been spent, and Tyrell Malacia is the most expensive man we have brought in to replace Briaghi and an upgrade on Pellegrini. 27.5 million pounds from Manchester United. Hopefully, Tyrell will be fantastic as our left back. Reece Nelson's been brought in to help cover Rooney Bargi, so them two are the new right wingers. And Evandro Borges Sanchez looks like a fantastic young left winger. Borussia Mönchengladbach released clause of £13 million. He's been brought in to cover Nico Gonzalez. Ikone's left to Roma. Briaghi's left to Roma as well. So we've made some good signings. We've maybe made the team a little bit more fresh, a little bit more youthful. And the team, as we look at it, is Bijlow in goal, Dodo, Milenkovic, Igor, Malacia, Amrabat, Blas, Rooney Bargi, Flo Wirtz, Nico Gonzalez, and Marcos Leonardo. But we've got a start of the line, but it wouldn't surprise me if Jovic also starts up there. Can we win the league again? Can we put on a better showing in the Champions League? And can we finally bring home the Coppa Italia? Let's have a little look. We are getting closer. Semi-finals of the Champions League. 1 point off the trophy, the Serie A trophy again. Inter pipping us the post this time, but we are certainly in the top 4 clubs. Inter, Fiorentina, Milan, Juventus. Fiorentina are back as the big time. We've won the Supercoppa here as well, which is fantastic. We really wanted to win that one. The Coppa Italia, sadly, semi-final by Torino, who are maybe a little bit of a bogey team for us. They beat us in the Supercoppa Italia last year. They've come 14th, but they've knocked us out in the semis of this year's Coppa Italia. They've gone to lose that one on penalties to Juventus. Champions League, I'm very impressed with. Bayern ended up winning the whole thing. They beat us 4-3 on aggregate, and we nearly had a Fiorentina versus Tottenham final. We just have guaranteed to win. Of course we would have, because Spurs aren't got a trophy, are they? So we'd have been guaranteed to win that, but sadly we haven't. And it's still another good season, though. Luka Jovic, as I sort of expected, having a very good season. 22 goals in 33 games. Milenkovic is smashing the goals in as centre back. 19 goals from him. Wirtz with 17. Leonardo with 17. Nico with 15. And the assists, Rooney Bargi just loves an assist, doesn't he? Another unreal season assist. 21 in total. He's absolutely smashed it. Unreal stats from Rooney Bargi. Season 5, I'd like to get a double. And I want one of them to be the Serie A. I want to finish this with the Serie A in our back pocket. I feel like we have to. If we win the Champions League as well, it's outrageous. The Coppa Italia and the Serie A for season number 5 is what we want. How much money have we got to get there? We've got £42 million. The board believe. We've not spent over 100 million since season number 1. Let's see if we can spend some big bucks and get there. If I leave you guys in the capable hands of winning the Champions League, I'm happy with that. But I want to win the rest and dominate Italy for season number 5. Let's see what transfers we can make for this season. Well, there's some massive signings in this final transfer window. And the main one we've made is a centre mid. And it's Joe Willock, the man who scored against Manchester United yesterday as I record this. We won't talk about that too much. But Joe Willock, a player I like very much, a young English centre mid with a lot of potential. 17 million rising to 21, a very good signing in my opinion. You can see here as well, Luka Jovic has now gone to Juventus on a free contract after rejecting many contracts. So we have no longer got him. David Klaassen's also got on a free contract, a great signing for a couple of years as a backup. Next signing we made is Rashid Driver, a young Australian striker, value between 10 and 14 million, pure pace. Finishing there as well, and he's got to grow. And Donny Marlon is the next signing we have made. £10 million, 27 years of age. Can he finally come of age and be the man we want him to be at Fiorentina? It'll be good to see. And the next 4 are for you guys. These are youngsters where when you pick this save up, these are going to be fantastic for you. It's Cidinho Ferreira, the Brazilian goalkeeper, 19 years of age, 6'4" already, has come in. We're going to try and get him out on loan. Luis Uribe, he wanted to come in and be a starter straight away. I managed to convince him to go back to his parent club on loan, but this guy looks fantastic. Colombian centre-back, 6 foot tall, looks brilliant. Giacomo Constantini, a young centre-back / right-back who've loaned out to Pescara, looking very good as well, 5'10". And Sergio, a young cam, left wing, right wing from Real Madrid, 17 years of age, signed from Real Madrid for £2 million. So in terms of your development centre now, you've got some very good young players in here with potential. You've got a lot above 4-star, and that is just them. And then they're here, you've got Briaschi as well, who sadly has never really developed. But you've got some good players in there, which you can certainly get some potential out of. And going into the final season, the squad looks like this. It's Justin Bijlow in goal, with Dodo, Milenkovic and Igor. 3 from the very start, have stayed around till now, with Tyrell Malacia as the left back. Amrabat still in the team from the start, with Joey Willock next to him. Nico Gonzalez still in the team at right wing, with Florian Wirtz, the star boy. Marcus Leonardo on the left, and Donny Marlon up top. We want the brace, the Coppa Italia, the Serie A, and can we win the Champions League as well? Let's see for this final season with Fiorentina where I'm going to leave you guys off. Like I said, then it is the final season, so if you guys can, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and just do all your things on these 4 wonderful things here: Twitter, TikTok, Twitch. Come over, use your Prime subscribe if you want, obviously. If not, just follow, and it helps me out so much. So thank you guys for all the support so far. Make sure to smash the like on the video and leave the comment Viola down in the comments below, so I know you guys got all the way to season number 5. Did we lift the Serie A for the 2nd time? Let me show you. We didn't win the Serie A. We come 2nd again. 84 points. We've had 83, 82, 83, 84. So consistent. And sadly, semi-final in the Champions League again by PSG, who ended up losing the final to Real Madrid. It was a bit of a battering, 4-1 over the 2 legs. But, I mean, we have built Fiorentina to such a good spot. And we've even gone ahead and finally won the Coppa Italia as well. So we won the Super Coppa Italia, we won the Coppa Italia, we won the Serie A. Great performance in Italy. And we are on the edge of the Champions League as well. I can sense it. I sense a better striker and we'd have done it. Because, to be honest, where is he? Mr. Donny Marlon hardly played and didn't do very well when he did. Leonardo did do very well from that left wing, and Evando Borja Sanchez done well as well when covering. Nikola Milenkovic is on a different planet in terms of scoring headers and goals. 26 goals from the centre-back. Gonzalez with 24, 11 assists. Leonardo, 23 and 10 assists. Flo Wirtz, I mean, fantastic. For us alone, he has done unreal. Above a 7 every single season, with 2 seasons at 7.43 as well. So, massive respect to Flo Wirtz. He has been fantastic. Evandro Borja Sanchez, I think we're leaving him with you when he's at his peak. He wants a brand new deal to come in, give him a contract. He's unbelievable. And Rudy Bargi, of course, with all of the assists, looks fantastic as well. And this squad is just ready now for them last little bits to come in. In terms of the players, you've got Uribe now, who's come back from his loan deal, and he looks outrageously good at just 19 years of age. Potential of 5-star. get him in that starting lineup and make sure you're playing him as well. Constantine looks great. Sergio looks great. And we've also got Zendiel Ferreira as the goalkeeper, who looks brilliant. So there is players in this team that are going to carry you for the next few years. I think we've built this team very well. We've built it for the future, and this save file was in the Discord. So make sure to come to the Discord. It's down in the Discord below in the comments. Get in it. Use this file and win it all with Fiorentina, because I want you to. I want to leave it here and let you guys absolutely smash it. Thank you for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll speak to you next time.